Today we're going to start a project called Isometrics in Autocad. We are going to draw isometrics in the Autocad app. The first thing you do is go to Canvas and look on the assignment, and you will download a PDF which has drawings of 8 objects in isometric form, and we are going to be copying that. So sign into AutoCAD. We are going to start a new drawing, call it Isometrics in Autocad. Change the drawing units to imperial, that means feet and inches, and open. Remember, it might take a while for this to open depending upon how fast your connection is. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is to set up our drawing. We're going to do that by setting the polar settings. The polar means what kind of an angle we're working with. And as you remember in isometrics, we will be drawing only vertical and lines that are angled at a 30-degree angle from the x-axis on both sides. So check the polar by clicking here. You probably have 90 clicked. Change it to 30. Those are the ones we want. Okay, so now that we're ready to start drawing, your draw tools should be open by default. Go to the line. Just start over here in any random space. Click and draw it straight up. You'll know that it's straight up when the line is green. The line we're going to draw at first is 0.75. So type in 0.75, enter. Okay, it looks like nothing happened, but it really did. So you have drawn a line that long. You are just so far away from it in the drawing you can't see it very well. So hit escape to leave the line tool. And then we're going to zoom way in. So go up here to the top and check out this icon that says Zoom Extents and click on it. When you do that, all of a sudden you'll have a line in front of you. So that line was there all along, it was just really far away. Now we need to step back from this line a little bit. So we're going to take the wheel on our mouse and roll it so we step back some. And then remember, hold your finger on the wheel and to pan. So let's get it in a good position here. We don't want it behind this area because see how this, hold on, this, when you get it behind there you can't see it all. So let's get it where we can see it. And once more, to get out of a tool or to release something that you have selected, hit escape. Now we're going to draw the line going up in this direction. So hit the line tool. Click on the bottom. Notice it snaps to it because see our snap settings are on. You can tell it's a little gray there. So when you have a green box, that means you are snapping to the end. So click. We're going to take it up in this corner so that once more the line turns green because we have the polar on at 30 degrees. When it turns green, then we're going to type in 1.25, enter. And so that has taken the line at that angle up the length we want it to. Now we're going to hold it straight up again till it turns green, and now this line needs to be 0.75. And then we're going to come back down here and join, and then escape. Okay, so now we have drawn the first plane on our isometric. This particular object consists of basically 3 right rectangular prisms, and they are connected. So 2 of them are exactly alike. So we are going to draw one of these and then copy it. So let's zoom out a little bit. Let's draw the rest of the prism. Hit a line, hit the back corner, go out at that 30 degrees. You see that line going, and that is 0.25. Okay, come in this other direction. See, it's green again, and that is 1.25. And then we're going to come back and snap to that. Hit escape. Now hit the line again, start at the bottom, go out at this angle till it turns green, 0.25, enter, and then go straight up. Okay, so now we have our first right rectangular prism. So we want to copy this. We don't know exactly where it's going to be until we do some drawings to connect it. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to go to the Modify tab. I'm going to hit Copy. I'm going to click and drag and get all of it. And then I can either do Confirm Selection down here, or I can right click and hit Confirm here. Click anywhere, it doesn't matter, and then just kind of bring it over to the side. Like bring it pretty far away so that we won't be running into it until we need it. Now I'm going to put my finger on top of the wheel and hold it and pan over, because I'm going to draw from this direction, from this one. Okay, so the other plane, the other right rectangular prism is kind of laying flat here. So we're going to draw it next. In order to locate the beginning, I'm going to go back to Draw, hit Line, and I see that it starts 0.25 beyond this line. So I'm going to just click here, bring it at that angle, type in 0.25, enter. And then I'm going to go straight up, type 0.25, enter. And then I'm going to go back this way. Okay, so when you try to snap to the line, it doesn't work very well. So I'm going to hold it back so I can see that green line. And I know that that would be 1 inch. So I'm going to type in 1, enter. And now hit escape. So even though this whole prism's going to be there, right rectangular prism's going to be there, I'm not going to see this part down here. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the stuff that I won't see. So I'm going to do that with the Modify and choose Trim. I'm going to click the parts that I don't want. And after I do that, I'm going to hit Escape to get out of the tool. There's another thing that you do not want to do in AutoCAD, and that is draw over the same line more than once. Because in this one, you can really see it. See how this line is a little bit darker than the rest? That's because there are 2 lines on top of each other. Remember, we drew on top of that. So I'm going to select that and hit Delete so that I only have 1 line there. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is to draw this line that comes out this way. And when I look on my drawing, I see that that is 1.5. So go back to Draw, hit Line, start right here, come out until it's green, make sure it's green, and type in 1.5. And then I'm going to come out in this direction till it's green again and type in 0.25. So now what I have done is I have gotten the location, like the end of this point is where this point would go. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and now I'm going to Modify. I'm going to hit Move. I'm going to select. I'm going to click and hold my mouse down and select my left button down and come up and select it. And then I'm going to confirm the selection. And now it wants a base point. And this is important because we want to snap this point here And see, I'm having to zoom out because that covered up part of it to that part there. I'm going to hit escape, and now I can zoom in so I can see it a little better. Remember, I do that by rolling the wheel on my mouse. We are almost done with this thing. So what we're going to have to do is this we're not going to see because this is a solid object. So I select it, and then I'm going to hit erase. Another thing you can do is to just hit the delete key, which I often do. Now we're going to do trim again because this line, we're not going to see all of it, so we're going to trim it right here and hit escape. And this next line, we need a line from here to here going at that 30-degree angle. We could draw it, but this line is exactly what we need. So I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to click this line. I'm going to say confirm selection. I'm going to click at the end, snap at the end, and then snap up here. And that's perfect. The only other line we need to draw now is this one back here. So I'm going to go back to draw. I'm going to hit a line. And I don't know how far I'm going to see it. So but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it back till it's green. It's not cooperating there, so I'm just going to have to trim twice. I'm going to pull it out till it's green and click. Now I'm going to come back in here to modify, hit trim, and I'm going to trim it right there. Now the rest of this I don't need at all, so I'm going to select it and then hit erase. And now we have completed the first of the 4 drawings you were going to do in Isometrics in Autocad.